So hello everyone, this is the day 64th of my journey to improve my communication skills. So today is a college holiday, so I spent the whole day in the hostel itself, and from the morning till now I didn't do much productive. But yeah, uh, as I mentioned that I will never miss even a single day or towards progressing towards my communication and technical skills. So coming to my communication skills, so whatever the words I had written from the past 62 months, I revised all the words. But yeah, I cannot remember all the words at once. But yeah, if I do the continuous revision after a certain period of times, then one day I will memorize all the words, and I will able to utilize or able to use in my day-to-day communications. So basically, I 6 words I chosen from all these words, and I wrote a paragraph on it and give it to ChatGPT and get it corrected from the ChatGPT what the mistake I was doing, how I can write it more better way. So yeah, what words I learned today. First word which I learned is pat. So pat basically means to move your hand gently on the some surface. That is basically the meaning of pat. The second word which I learned is verbatism, which basically means to repeat exactly the same words. If I have to explain this in more formal way, then my introduction is the verbatim of my communication skills. So basically, whenever I give introduction of myself or introduce myself in the video, I am using the same kind of the words regularly. That is basically the meaning of verbatism. The next word which I learned is castle. Castle basically means fortified buildings. So the earlier the kings are living in the castles, and then pitfalls. And pitfall basically means some uh, hidden challenges that you cannot see while progressing. That is basically known as pitfall. Then another word which I learned is hinges. Hinges basically when something is completely depends on other thing. For example, success hinges on the hard work. And then another word which I learned today is uh, shoved, which basically means pushed forcefully something. So yeah, these are the words which I learned today, and I made a paragraph on it and put it in the ChatGPT, get it captured from the ChatGPT, and got to know where I was lagging to phrasing the sentences. So yeah, that's all which I learned today from the communication skills. And today I watched a movie which is basically based on the Bodhidharma, who was a son of a South Indian king who followed the Buddhism and who went to the China and teach the Chinese people the Kung Fu. Then Zen, whatever the Zen word is basically to introspect yourself, how you can control the world with your inner power. That is basically taught by an Indian to the Chinese. So everything, I think that the civilization first initiate from the Indian culture, then it spread to the whole world. Indians are known for their civilization in the whole world. If you're talking about the Surya Grahan, Chandra Grahan, then number grahas in our solar system, everything is mentioned before the discovery of science, which we are learning today. It was mentioned in our Vedas in past 5,000 years back. So yeah, that is basically which I learned today. Coming to my technical skills, so still I didn't learn anything. And after making this video, I will study some DSA problem and I will try to improve my problem solving skills. So yeah, this is the day 64th of my journey to improve my communication skills. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.